This was supposed to be a statement game. Instead, it turned into a reality check that Rams fans won't forget anytime soon. A nationally watched matchup, playoff implications on the line, and a chance to silence doubters. Yet, the Rams walked off the field embarrassed after a lopsided loss to the Falcons. And now the big question is simple. What does this mean for the Rams moving forward?
Coming into this game, the Rams had momentum. They were being talked about as a dangerous playoff team, one nobody would want to face in January. The offense looked creative, the defense had been opportunistic, and the coaching staff was getting praise for adapting on the fly. Against a Falcons team fighting for respect and relevance, this was supposed to be a gritty, competitive battle. Instead, it exposed cracks that had been easy to ignore during wins.
From the opening drive, the tone felt off. The Rams struggled to establish rhythm on offense, failing to convert early third downs and putting unnecessary pressure on their defense. Missed assignments, slow starts, and questionable play calling quickly snowballed into a situation where the Rams were playing catch-up far earlier than expected. Against a confident Falcons team that smelled blood, that's a dangerous place to be. Defensively, this was one of the most concerning performances of the season. The Rams couldn't get off the field, allowing long, draining drives that chewed up clock and crushed momentum. Missed tackles in space, blown coverages, and a lack of consistent pass rush made the Falcons' offense look far more explosive than it should have. This wasn't just about talent, it was about discipline and execution, and the Rams failed in both areas. Offensively, the problems were just as glaring. Protection broke down at key moments, forcing rushed throws and killing any chance of sustained drives. The running game never truly got going, making the offense one-dimensional and predictable. When a team loses balance, defenses adjust quickly, and that's exactly what happened here. By halftime, the Rams looked frustrated, pressing for big plays instead of trusting the system that brought them success earlier in the season. Perhaps the most alarming part wasn't just the loss, but how the Rams lost. This wasn't a last-second heartbreak or a tough road defeat. This was a game where they looked unprepared and outmatched. In the NFL, effort and focus mattered just as much as talent, and this performance raised serious questions about both. Now, the conversation shifts to the playoffs, or the fight to stay relevant in that race. Depending on how the standings shake out, the Rams could be staring at a difficult playoff opponent, possibly even seeing this Falcons team again in a high-stakes rematch. And if that's the case, there's no sugarcoating it. Major adjustments will be needed.
The coaching staff will be under the microscope this week. Sean McVay is one of the most respected offensive minds in football, but even great coaches have to answer tough questions after a game like this. Why didn't the team look ready? Why were adjustments so slow to come? And how do you ensure this kind of collapse doesn't happen when everything is on the line?
For the players, accountability is unavoidable. Veteran leaders need to step up in the locker room, not just with words, but with urgency. Young players will learn quickly that the margin for error in the NFL is razor thin. One sloppy performance can change the narrative around an entire season. The silver lining, if there is one, is timing. This loss, as ugly as it was, didn't end the season. It serves as a warning shot, a reminder that potential means nothing without consistency. The Rams now have a clear blueprint of what not to do, and sometimes that's exactly what a team needs before the postseason.
What happens next will define this group. Do they respond with sharper preparation, cleaner execution, and a renewed sense of purpose? Or does this loss linger, shaking confidence at the worst possible time? Championship teams don't avoid adversity, they respond to it.
As painful as this loss was, the story of the Rams' season isn't finished yet. The next few weeks will reveal whether this game was an embarrassing fluke or a sign of deeper issues. One thing is certain, the margin for excuses is gone. Every snap, every drive, and every decision from here on out will matter.
This loss to the Falcons was unacceptable, but it may also be the moment that forces the Rams to look in the mirror. The question now isn't what went wrong, but whether they have what it takes to make it right when it matters most.